Greetings, beautiful friends. Happy Monday to you. I trust you had a lovely weekend and are all ready to make best use of these energies that we are stepping into with this. Actually, this is the last full week of January. How's this month been for you? So when we come into these sessions with this mindset mastery idea, I like to just feel into and talk to you about the phases of the moon that we're being influenced. And this is a very important week. I think that this week could actually be quite pivotal for us. This week's lunar influence is coming from the new moon in the sign of Aquarius, which arrives on the 29th in 2 days' time. So we're already being affected by this energy. I always like to think that when we have new moons and full moons, we generally start to really ramp up the energies 2 days before, and 2 days after we're still kind of cultivating and integrating and getting clear on what the effects were. So a new moon is time for bringing your attention inward. Now, Aquarius usually is an outward focusing. It's an airy air sign that's kind of looking outward at innovation and progress and getting ahead and looking at it from a perspective of who are we and how can we be the best we can be collectively. So there is a wee bit of an aspect to that, but with it being the new moon, it's about really looking at what's your specific, unique, quirky perspective? Are there agendas or shoulds, I'm putting quotation marks around that kind of show up as a filter or as a way that you interact or make choices or intentions or decide to be? So this is a very important time. That's why I'm saying this could be pivotal, because sometimes when we really sit in with, if you've watched these sessions before, one of my favorite questions to really help inform your decisions, your choices, your sense of yes or your sense of no is, how does this make me feel about me? So just take a deep breath, put your hand on your heart and remember that. Keep coming back to it. So how does this, and what I'm talking about is how does this intention, how does this idea, how does saying yes to going to that opportunity or saying no to this, how does this make me feel about me, is such a powerful way to help you lean into your own intuition. So that's what this week is all about, is really encouraging you to focus more on the being rather than the doing, because sometimes when we get too caught up in the doing, we forget the little taps or nudges or signs or gifts or pieces of wisdom that's actually trying to get our attention. And so when we tap into that question, I'm suggesting you really do work with, as far as how does this make me feel about me? Well, we're looking for things like, it makes me feel like I'm aligned with my own truth, that I'm remembering that I'm this divine sacred being, putting into motion that which I came here into this life, into this experience to share, to be. And the more we do that, the more that can actually ripple out into the collective. I trust that makes sense. If I say anything on any of these sessions that confuse you, or you need a wee bit of support or guidance, put it in the comments below or message me directly. Because my whole piece around this, my whole intention around this is to help you navigate these changing times, navigate and call in that which is yours, but do it from a space of authenticity, from your unique, like I said, your unique quirky gifts. We all have them. And that's part of our own mindset, is we get to have this idea of mindset mastery when we find our rhythm, when we find our way of sharing, of speaking, of being who we truly are. Trust that makes sense. Okay. So I use 4 different decks of cards when I do these sessions with you. So now we're going to start the first deck. Oh gosh, 2 just fell right out. Okay, so we're going to go with them. So the 2 that's fallen out, so this is my letting go guidance system. And when we surrender to the energies of a new moon, the darkness of the new moon, there is a sense of trust that we surrender and let go that which no longer serves the most aligned, the most auspicious version of who we are or who we're becoming. So watch this. The two that's come up, that fell out, as you saw, is your baggage. So let go of your baggage. And you know, that's interesting, right? When I said, whose lens are you looking through? Is it other people's or is it actually your own? And maybe having baggage, you don't even sort of realize that you're dealing with ancestral filters or ideas. Maybe it's time to let go of that baggage of that. And the other one is limitations. So where do you get caught in that sort of inner dialogue of I should do this, or they told me I should do this, and a person a person who is of my caliber or my station or my status should. Because I think that limitations can be really sneaky. That watch the words that you talk to yourself and about yourself with, because sometimes we can, you know, if we're talking about our intuition could be saying, try that out. Always remember, intuition does not repeat itself. But if we get caught into limitations or talking ourselves out of maybe going for that, it won't repeat itself. But this is why I'm saying it's sneaky. Because if let's say your intuition says try that, and your immediate response is an inner dialogue that says, no, I can't do that. I'm not smart enough. I don't have the gifts. I don't have ... And there, right there, you've then bought into a limitation which maybe is not yours. Maybe that's a belief that you installed or you listened to somebody else in your past. So letting go, limitation and baggage. That's what we're doing with this new moon in the sign of Aquarius. So now I'm just going to pull one tarot card. I like to do one tarot card. Oh, this is good. So, Two of Cups. Two of Cups. This is actually beautifully timed because Two of Cups, what do you see when you're looking in the mirror? I feel like, because that is about relationship, but this is what I'm saying is that this influence of this new moon is really about saying it's so important to ensure that you are fully immersing yourself into the best, most up-leveled, most sacred, most inspiring relationship with you. And that actually helps you understand also, it helps you realize that, you know, all the answers that you're looking for, maybe they're already here. Maybe they're already whispering within you and you're not listening to your own inner wisdom, your own intuition. So perhaps this week you could look at creating a routine, creating time for yourself every single day, whether that's just sitting and meditating, or sitting and contemplating, or sitting and journaling, or going out for a walk by yourself. This is very much a week where it's about really assessing, are the words, are the intentions, are the directions that you're going in, are they aligned with that, with your own potential, with your own truth? Like I said, take a deep breath and follow what comes up for you. You know, new moons are not a time of doing. They are definitely a time of being. Of course, we live in a world where we still need to do things, but it's about making sure that you're really following what's right for you. What is right for you? How much sleep do you need? How much do you need alone time? How much journaling time do you need? How much time do you need speaking something out? Or how much time do you need to just really sit with those intentions that you've been working on intentions for quite some time because you feel like you should. And so maybe this is a time to do an inventory of that which you've been working on over a period of time perhaps, and see, is this still in alignment? Or did I put this on my list because I bought into somebody else's story, or I bought into something that is no longer part of who I really am? So that's why that Two of Cups, I think, is a very powerful reminder that when you want to have good relationships with others, it has to start with you. So may this week serve you in recalibrating the fact that we all need to be our own best friend first and foremost. And that is how we can all then befriend one another in the collective and actually show up as we truly are. I chuckled about this card. I just shuffled and pulled the Intuitive Whispers cards, and this card has been following us. This one is Split Your Focus. And actually see that the symbology there's the dark moon right there. But it's dark moon and full moon. So this one, Split Your Focus. You know, when we get into mindset mastery, we really need to make sure that we are recognizing that we are being and doing. We have masculine and feminine within us. I feel like that's such an important piece, that it's reminding us to, even when we are sitting and maybe we're listening to inner dialogue that's coming from some of that baggage that we're now going to let go with love and respect to it, that we're letting it go, but we're always recognizing that we live in duality. We live in polarity. There is always darkness and light. And so then we get to choose how to navigate that, but come back to that question. How do I feel about myself? And this one, I love this one. Vulnerability is power. Being willing to show up with that authentic truth that's yours. That is such an important part. And that's actually very pivotal with this new moon phase that we are embraced by this week. And the last one, I love this one too. Your soul knows. Your soul knows. Are you listening to those whispers? Are you cultivating access on an ongoing basis so that don't go into your head chattering too much, because that may block you from listening. Your soul speaks. This is the seat of your soul at your heart space. And similar to what I'm saying about your intuition, it doesn't keep repeating itself. You know, you might be sitting there and your head might be going, how about this, about this, how about this, how about this, how about this? And your soul might go, yes. Which one was it? That's why tapping into your intuition is such an important piece in all of this. Okay, beautiful friends. I trust this makes sense and resonates with you. Like I said, if you need any further information or support or guidance, just let me know. You can put it in the comments or message me directly. I'm just about ready to wrap up this session and send you off into this awesome week ahead. Last week of January already. I'm going to finish this off by pulling one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth cards. So just take a nice deep breath. We're going to exit this session feeling empowered and feeling in touch with your inner wisdom. Let's see which card comes. Beautiful. This is beautiful. Reminder, I am powerful. You are powerful. Remember that. Such an important part. Let me read this out to you. I let my light shine, knowing that this gives others permission to do the same. This has the effect of liberating myself from all fear and inspires the same in others. So isn't that beautiful? That is what this new moon in Aquarius is all about. When you give yourself permission to access, to shine your light, your flavor, your unique way. That's what we're all doing together. Giving each other all permission to do the same. Much love to you. I wish you a beautiful week ahead, and I'll be back again with you next week. Have a great week.